So let's begin, guys. Let's do some live stream now. Let me see the chat. So there's someone here. No. Okay. Let's do what. Let's think something to do here. Maybe let's try to do some detection system using EA, artificial intelligence, maybe for Android apps. I think this is really cool. This is the first live stream, guys. So if you have some problem with that, you can just ping me and send a message in the chat, maybe. Okay. So let's try to think something to do some cool project here, maybe. Let me think. Let's create some model to detect malwares using for Android, maybe. I believe it's a cool idea. Where will be our source? Maybe Malware is a good one. And this, I have it open here, so this is basically why I'm using Malware. And this will be where our malwares will come from, and I believe we can take samples from trusted samples, in this case from Aptoid, maybe. Do you guys have some idea? Let's drink some water, guys. Cool, fine. Okay, let's begin. So I will take my samples for malwares from our bazaar and the trusted samples from Aptoid, maybe. Fuck. Figma sucks, man. And we will train this data maybe using some neural network, because it's more easy to do and we will binarize the data, so this is not a problem after all. Classification. Oh, sorry. We use the classification, the classification algo. We use some machine learning, like neural networks. I believe it's more useful and precise to do this thing. Maybe we want some API key from our bazaar. I already have it, so it will not necessary for me, but you can get it from basically our bazaar, and bazaar abuses C8 and API. It's no problem. We have the base URL here. I already know how to make a request for more bazaar, but you guys can take some examples from here as well, like this really cool snippet from Python. We will not use that because I have some better idea to do this. So basically, we will collect malwares from our bazaar, trusted samples from Aptoid, create some data set, maybe here, data set. Fit all data here. How much data? I don't know. We'll think and see which amount of data will be enough for that. But we have to pay attention to something like overfit, like when we train this data, we'll have problems with overfit. And so I will reserve I will reserve 5% of my training data for malwares and 5% of this training data for trusted samples. So 50-50 here. Create a data set here and put everything into a classification algo. And this classification algo basically will classify if your malware or sample of input is a malware or not. This is something like the EDRs used for the malware detection, but in this case, we will do something too much simpler than EDR. They use a lot of events to do these things, but here in this case, we will use only a thing that is present on the APK files that is manifest maybe, okay? So I will enumerate all the manifests as possible for Android, create a dataset based on it, I will binarize all the data and check if the permission is present in it and classify it accordingly if it is a malware or not. So it's really easy and maybe useful to do. For training, for sure. This is not a real scenario. Okay, let's begin. So let's Google if we can find something for taking Aptoid's app easily. I already know a library that do this. That is called PyAPK Downloader. This is a lib, it's a third-party lib. We can use it freely. There's no problem with it. And it's quite simple to use. Like we can just instantiate here like Aptoid and start passing a parameter. This parameter is basically the package name, and we download this file in disk. It's really quite simple. It's not hard. There's a problem here that we will not need to modify this library itself because this file is saved only the into the mainly directory. So so we can do it when the file is right on disk. We can just copy it to another folder, maybe. I don't know. I will plan this. I will write a code and think. So open here PyAPK, we can see how this guy do this. Is basically there are APIs from Aptoid, like you see here, and this is public APKs. Do not want authentication, anything else. Is just send a request and downloading the app. It's so easy to do. And okay, but we still have a problem, and this problem is basically we need an APK name for it. And just Googling for it and analyzing how the Aptoid works, I just find this thing here. As you can see here, this is a route from this API. Basically, we can pass a term. This is like for the Aptoid search and get the package name, like you can see here. So I use this for enumerate the APK files on Aptoid and download this using this application. We can write some code to do the same thing here, but I think it's more easy to use this library itself. I'm lazy here. And it's that. So first of all, I want to think how the permissions we will use here. Oh, hello, Ako. Hello, Toko. So, guys, you got the idea here. We'll separate some percentage of the samples here, 50% for malware bazaar, 50% from Aptoid. So malwares and trusted apps, 1550, download everything else, extract the data, create a data set, and put it inside a machine learning algorithm for neural network, avoid the bullshitting over it, and classifying if this application is a malware or not. This is really dumb to do this, okay? This is a simple way. And not the best way to do this for sure. I will use only the manifest permissions here. So it's safe or not safe. The next live stream, probably I will do some reverse engineering, but this is just a moment that I have some idea to stream, and I'm streaming now, basically. Okay, let's begin. First of all, let's configure something here. Let me think. Maybe download samples. Sorry, download samples. No, I am separate here. Maybe the dependencies and constants. Maybe is a good one. Constants. Let use pp to install request, maybe because it's not fit for by Google itself. I believe scikit-learn has this, but let's make sure. Let's install the PyPK downloader. That is the library that we have talked later. And maybe, oh yeah, okay. We want to think more. So, basically, we will use the library to download from Aptoid, and this will automatically download in disk, so, but into main disk. Oh, Google Colab is bullshitting here. No way. Let's disconnect and get a new instance. Yeah, fine. So this library has a problem because it is downloaded on the main root directory, and I will want to move this. We will think I will create some folders here. Maybe a folder for fit all the malwares and a folder to fit all the Aptoids trusted samples. I believe it is better. And okay. Oh, to extract the permission itself, I used underguard. Let's push this from. I use underguard because underguard is more useful to do these things. So I use this. Let's install it. Underguard has a problem. I will show it later, but we can fix this easy. Will not a problem to fix. And another dependencies that we'll use maybe is some library to extract the zip files downloaded from our bazaar. So I have a favorite one. I will use PyZipper. I believe everything is good. Okay. And for sure, we have a constant here, malware bazaar API, and a limit for sure. How much samples we will download from malware bazaar, from Aptoid itself? Maybe 100 is a good one. And the API key, okay? This is a problem. Okay, guys, for you guys, do not steal my Marbazar API. I will push this to the other side here. Put my API key, and then run to avoid showing my API key into live stream. I have a problem with the abuse, guys, because I really have a problems in the past and I do not want to have more problems. Fine. Okay. So here we are downloading everything else. So it's basically the dependencies and the API key that I have set earlier. Fine, everything installed. Now we have everything done. Let's advance to the next step. Let's download some samples from Marbazar maybe. I believe it's a good one. It's more easy to download from Marbazar or download from Aptoide right now. I don't know. Let's begin from Marbazar. I believe it's more easy. Basically, I will create a directory here. This directory, I will name it as malwares APKs. Good. And here we will store all the Marbazar malwares. And it's fine now. So let's import OS because we manipulated the file system. Let's import request because this is necessary to do requests for the Marbazar APIs. Let's import zipper because PyZipper because we use it for extract the zip files load from Marbazar APIs. And that is that. Fine, perfect. I create a new proc here. I call it slash download extract fuck Google autocomplete. And basically that. Into this, let's define the base URL maybe. The base URL, guys, we can get it easily from here. You know, this is the base URL. It's not some trouble to do this. I believe we want something new here. Is headers maybe? Yeah, we want a headers, and the headers will be our Marbazar API key. Okay. Headers. Okay. Let's define. We have defined it to use a directory called Marbazar APKs. Let's call this malwares. There. Oh, it's fine here. Fine. We want to have a control because we will loop based on our limits. So this will determine loaded samples from our limit constant. Let me see the chat. Fine. There are a more parameter that Marbazar use that is the page. This is used to determine the page from the browse, you know. For example, if we go here and search for a term like a tag, let's search for APK in this case. You guys will see that we have some pages itself, like at the end we have the pages. You see here 1, 2, 3. So into the API they have a parameter only dedicated to it, so it's called page. Yeah, it's just like as is. So the Google autocomplete is doing a great job here. Wow, unexpected, right? No, fuck Google autocomplete. Let's do it as a mess. This can throw something, yeah, maybe request API can throw some exception. Let's pass for now. What's the problem here? Oh yeah. To search more bazaar, we want tags, you know. So the carries used on their APIs is the carry itself. Carry tag. So for carry tag, we want to pass some carry, yeah, just it, the tag and the limit. The maximum is 1000 samples. So this is good for us because we can just set the maximum and download a lot of samples here, maybe. So let's set a tag data here and put inside it the first parameter, that is carry, and the carry has some constant, that is, for example, get tag info. The second parameter is the tag, so we are looking for APKs, and the last one is the page. So we have the rate. We want to begin from the start page, from page 1, and working as the page system from our bazaar. Let's... Oh! It already done this for us. Good. Really cool. Requests. This is a get or is a post? Oh, can be a post and a get. No problem. So it is a post. Is more cool. So we want the base. Well, maybe headers, data and data. Okay, we accept the suggestion from Google. And fine, let's check what our payload has here, response, and call it here to download and extract the files. Fuck, I'm not. It's a text, guys. Let's get the text. This one is fucking shit. Fuck Google, I hate you. What's the problem now? Oh, this restarted my collab. Let's run because the API was lost. Fine, let's run here. Wait a little. Fine now. Let's run. Bring our data. Yeah, fine. So we have all the payloads here itself and the malwares. So guys, you can see here we have a MIME, is a file APK, everything fine. And I have a thread here as well, a signature, scores and stuff like that. This is not useful for us because we really do not want it. Fuck, I forgot that we have set a wire through here. So let's create now some system for stop this when the limit is reached. For this, it's very simple. I will check if your I variable is greater than or limit. And for sure, oh yeah, let's increment I here. So is returning fine. We want, and this created, the folder is created. Let's see the chat. Fine. Let's check our response. Oh, fine. But I do not want it, just break. Maybe data is better. Data is a response, JSON. Wow. Google is smart, man. Really smart. Did you guys see that? They out completely and there's a correct way. But it's not good to do this. Let's do something more different. We can access only the data things here to get all the responses, APKs. That is more better than Google approach. I hate you, Google. Maybe this is wrong. It's result because we want to get the data now. So result. No, this is a wrong way to do this. This is better. Get data. And as a list. Fine. Now for sample in data. There's some reason that this can broke, maybe. If I is more in their town limit, maybe. You want to break. Yeah, it's better. A redundancy thing here. Sample get. What is the file type? We only want APK files, so this field from our bazaar can help us, and we can check if it is APK file right now, guys. So file type is equal to APK. If it is, wow, it get the sample ID, man. No way. So if it is a APK file, wow. It already auto-completed it in this correct. Thank you, Google. So, now we are carrying the data here for getting the file. More Bazaar use the SHA-256 as the sample ID. So we will have the payload from the zip file in our response that we will want to extract it into the disk. Wow, this music is so good. So it's fine here. Oh, maybe if it is do not have, no, this always will have the sample ID. I expect it always have the sample ID. So into response data, we will have our zip file. So then we want to check if we have the response code. Google is right here, but for now we want to move this file. No, right now no. We can write this file inside the malware APKs here. Let's do it. I'll call it zipfaf, is better. Wow, no, it's wrong. Join, where is the join method? What is the name I have used here? Margir, okay, malware directory. So into our malware directory, let's write our sample id.zip. Okay, but first we want to have actually a directory to store this file. So guys, if you can take in your mind how it's happening here, basically we are defining the directory for malware APKs folder. So is like this. We will save it as a hash. So we have some hash here, like .zip. And then we have the file, but this file is compressed and uses a password. So bad right now. Damn. So to fix this problem, let's do something different here. Let's extract this malware. Yeah, Google. Okay, Google do this correct. Perfect. We will extract this file, but into a folder, into a new directory that is the hash or sample ID with the sample.apk there. You got that? It's easy to understand, I believe. So let's create the struct dir here and path.join. This is my malware dir directory here for this. Ooh, so cold. Today's so cold here, guys. Ooh. And the sample ID itself. That will be your folder. Then let's now write the file on disk like Google has done for us. And let's create a dir for extract dir class.make dirs. Okay, Google, thank you. Wow, good, impressive. Google used the autocomplete. Thank you, Google, for that. For sure. We save the file on disk with our content, where on the zip path, this path here, then we get the extract directory and create this directory in disk. So right, if it exists, then we are using the PyZipper. Google has done something bad. He completed it, but it's like this. It's not hard to use this library. If you go to the library page on PyP, you can see that it's really easy. You pass the zip file and the password if it has, using the set password. For sure, we will not use the set password because there are a parameter here that is called extract all. This I've found it into the class signature here into zip file. Sorry. It's zip file itself. I don't know. Maybe zip file or zip. Oh, zip file as here. This has some signature for this method. If we find. Oh, here. I will not do this. We have the zip decryptor here, but all other methods have the same initializer that receive a password. So we will not use it to set the pass like into the example. Let me see the Discord. Fine. Let's drink water. Shit. Do you really like drinking water? I like it a lot. So good. So, now that we have this idea, let's encapsulate it using another try catch. Yeah, it's a fucking dumb. But it's unnecessary because this library can show an exception. For example, if for some reason this is corrupted, the zip file is corrupted, we have some troubles here. And we do not want to stop downloading the samples. We just want to pass and ignore this file. So let's begin. I use with PyZipper. Where is PyZipper? Here as zip file. Fine. Let's use something more cool. Oh fuck it, no. Remove this. ZF is better. Extract all. Where? Into our directory. Extract directory. And our password is pwd. We have seen the constructor of the class that we have the pwd parameter. And this wants to be a byte array, okay? So it will be infected. Because infected, as you can see here, is the default password for malware bazaar, okay? So fine, we extracted this file. Google do something cool here. We are removing, so we still have the file, the zip file on disk into this directory, into malwares APK directory. We are extracting it, and now we are removing it. Okay, because we do not want it. For us, the only interesting part is this one, the ID and the APK file extracted itself. So I believe that. And this is, oh, okay. Let's create some cases here. Exception as Z. Let's take some generic exception just to have some traceback. Request problems E. Okay, this wants to be a cast to E. We can continue here, just it's fine, just fine. This will be distracting problem. So the same generic exception SE. Oh, thank you, Google. And continuing here as well. I will not increment this. I will just do this one time because I want to test it, guys. Fine, I want to test it now. So guys, have some trouble understanding what we are doing here? Like, you are carrying the malware bazaar API with our API. We are creating a new folder. So if this folder not exists, we create a folder called malware APKs. That is our malware dir. We are making a request. Do not print the response, please. Doing a post, getting the JSON data, and then seeking through all the sample data, checking the limits boundary because this is important for sure. checking if the file type is APK, and getting the file, saving it on disk, extracting it into a new sample ID and sample ID.apk. Fine. So then, let's try to test it. Fuck. I hate you, Marbuzzer API. Let me set the API here again into a safe place. Fine. Come back. It's running. Still running. Fine. Let's try to do a request. Wow, what's the problem here? Let's check the code. Maybe it's this. Yeah, probably it's this. Status code 200, result, response.json, response.json, response.json.get data, if not data break. Maybe there are reason if we do not have data here. I don't know. No, this is not. This is impossible. It's one. Limit is 100. Let me see the chat. Sample get file type, APK, sample get APK hash, so it's chat 206. Sample ID has a hash. The cars get file, download the data, headers, base well, the headers itself, how is this? Fine. Maybe there's a problem with your headers, I don't know if it's true or not. No. There's not a problem for your header, yeah, there is a problem with your headers maybe. No, it's not. Apple's code is 200. It is probably. Suspect. Data. Result is a JSON. Maybe our limit is not. This is not a boundary. It's not a problem here. Fuck, let's debug as a dumb big guy here. What? We can have a print, yep. Fuck them right now, right? Oh no, fuck guys. Did you see that chat? This is dumb, right? So dumb. No way. I've done that. Fuck. This never will work, right chat? Did you see that? I have a compare this at 100 and breaking. Fine, let's see if you do download it now. Yeah. Fine. Did you see, guys? It worked. But it's not stopping. But oh no. It's downloading the samples. Okay, this is good, right? We have the samples now. I will not download 100 samples into this live stream. I will do this offline, maybe. So, okay, we have the function that are really take the samples and extract it to collect the samples for us, okay? You can see here, this is also APK files, only APK files. So, the first step is done. We actually have the samples, fine. But we want to do a next one. What is the next one? Is downloaded from Aptoide. Let's do it as well. Let's drink water. Remember, guys, drink water is cool. Drink water. So let's do a next one. This is for downloading Aptoide. Downloading. Fine. Now, the idea here, guys, is to get trusted samples. We can use the Google API, but the Google API sucks a lot. It's so bad, really bad to use. And I can get banned on my Google account. So it's not fine for me, okay? So then I will use the library that I have shown early for you guys. This library is PyAPK downloader. This is only a bind helper to download it from Aptoide API. So I will use it. I will use this thing. But this library has a problem. This library download into the root directory. Bad, right? We do not want this. We want to organize like our malwares APK here. This is not hard. We can move this for a new folder. But first, we want to determine what folder will be this. Maybe. Let's think. What folder we can create? We have the more APKs. We can create a folder called the trusted APKs or trusted. I prefer creating it as trusted. Let's rename this as trusted. So we store the APKs data here into the trusted folder. And is that. So let's explore this. If you are wondering how I get this route, basically I go to the Aptoide website, press F12 and starting seeing what is happening with the traffic, what is coming from the traffic. And then I find that it uses oh fuck, email leaked. Please do not create accounts in foreign websites, okay? So we just do I just do some query on the Aptoide and check that this is the API. So this library, the PyAPK library, let's open this into a private window. We can check that in this Py library, it only downloaded it based on the package name. It do not do search using the Aptoide API. So we will do the search. Fine, it's not hard to do this. Let's check the chat. So is that this guy also use the applied APIs like us, okay? It's not too complex, but I don't want to code this. I will really do a lot of coding here. This is not a coding stream. This is a malware stuff, reverse engineering stream. So let's make sure requests, okay. So again, let's explain why. This is to manipulate the file system, to make requests. The another one is to, I use shoot-to. Shoot-to is used to handle with file system as well, but quite more easier than OS, okay? Like moving directories to another. I plan to use shoot-to to move from root directory to trusted folder that we will create, okay? Only for this. So I use the shoot-to here. Sorry, shoot-to, okay, fine. And then we will use py apk downloader dot apk pur import. Sorry, no, aptoid import aptoid. Fine. Let's see the documentation is better. Let's put the documentation here, how it works. We instantiated the class and download, fine. So we created an instance of this class called downloader, and this is an aptoid instance. And fine, just fine. So we already have the carry here to search for a term like banco, for example. Yeah, we can download some bank apps here as well, but I will not do this. This is bad. Do not do this, guys. Let's search for Discord. And we are interested here into two things: the package name, and the size. Fine. Drink water again. Let's interact a little, chat. So let's begin. Let's continue through. Again, fuck request, you can throw a exception, I hate you. Let's pass, we can ignore it as well. And let's do the request, it's quite simple. We are doing a easy way request here is only a get request, but with a custom term. So this term will be Discord, okay, it's not a problem. Code, so code. Let's take the JSON, request. Fuck, what I am doing? this is response. Okay, response dot JSON and fine, just fine. Let's see if it is working for sure before we continuing. We can just print the object, but let's see how this API is composed. We have the data list, and inside the data list we have the list. Okay, so this is the field we want to access, like dumps, data list, and again list. Just run and see if they work fine. Did you see, guys? We have the data here. Fine. The first step that is true is cool and good. Let's now download all the samples. Let's drop 50% of malwares and 50% of trust happens. This is your composer data set. Fine, let's go. So, this is a JSON list. We can go over it and iterate over each apps that we have here. So let's take each app from our JSON data list, the field list, and we now have our app here. Let's remove this because we do not want it. Fine. Oh, it really get it, but it's not this. We want the package name. So then, let's check our boundaries. It's necessary to check our boundaries, like limit and break, because as we remember, we will download only 100 samples to classify, and oh, we do not have fuck, I forgot this. Let's create a control like dumps to start one and incrementing it by 1 each time, and fine. Oh, fine. I remember something here. Aptoid API is so lazy, guys, so lazy. So I plan to limit it by the size. I will get in the maximum 10 megabytes file, okay? Because it's more... What the fuck? Fuck. Okay. I will take only 10 megabytes because it's more easy to download. Yeah, this is the word. 0600. How is that? Fine. If it not is, we fix it later. If the current app in or JSON list, the size exceeded the 10 megabytes, we just continue. So let's download. User downloader dot download. The first parameter is the package name and file name. Okay, fine. This is not hard. Package name equals to app package. Why this package come from the API that we have discovered here. Then file name. This come also from a app name. So the name here, you see. And into this API, we want to determine the version. If you will use the latest, you will download the latest version. This do not care for us. We want samples to compose our dataset. So Oh, no problems with that. So we can use the keyword latest. Let's see the chat. We have a limit here. Yeah. Background specify download progress. Okay, this is good because you can see if the download progress in progress bar. So let's see background in background is equal to false and limit. What is the limit here? Oh, depth search. Fine. So you're looking to 3 pages maybe. Fine. So is that. We actually are able to download it. Let's test. I will break just to download one sample. Dump solution. Please never do that. It downloaded? No, there's some problem. Let's maybe it is the limit. No, it's not a limit problem. No, it's not exceeding the app size. Maybe the problem is app size here. App size, say this 11 megabytes. Response for app in data list. Dumb solution. Wrong method. Downloaded by package name. What the fuck? This. Fine. It's downloading. You can see it's downloading where? Into the root directory. This is a problem. We want to move this. Download one and end it. Fine. It's downloading. Let's now try to move it to our folder. We have another folder here. So for first, let's create a folder and make a trusted overwrite with exists true. It's okay. True. So cold. Tell a message. Fine. Now I created a folder and we want to move this to the new folder, right? To have our samples there. Oh, fine. Thank you, Google. Okay, Google, do it for us. No problem. Wow. Fine, right? It's already done. Thank you, Google. Let's run and see. But first, let's delete this file and run again. Drink water. Fine. Suspect. It's not creating the folder. What the problem I have down here? Ignore this. This parameter maybe is a problem. Fuck. Why is it not creating the folder? Strange. Very strange. It's fine, it's not a problem, man. My print was ignored as well. It's really strange. Really strange. Maybe there's some reception being thrown here. What? Oh. Fine. Wait, let's do not have a... Oh, fuck. Make deers. Now I got the problem. No such file. Discard bots.apk. The folder is here, it's created. But we have another trouble that is basically the APK name. When converting, Google are forgetting that we also have the version of the APK here, which is strange, really strange. Let's check something here. What's the name? Discord bots. Fine. It's concatenating with the name itself. So this will be more problem because we want to iterate over the files and find with the version, because we do not have the version here itself. Come out here. So let's do it. There's no problem to do this. I will do this in Lambda. So shuttle.move f. F will be your file that will seek into a list by the OS path, join to get the current root path inside your trusted, maybe, and with your file. So you concatenate the file with your trusted /file. From where? Yeah, it's fine. Or not. Let's try to create now the F. Wow. Google. You guess what I'm doing? Oh, fuck, this is bad. No, he don't guess what I'm doing for sure. OS.list dir is this basically, but is if f dot ends with apk fuck go complete dot apk. And for sure we have to create another condition here. It is a valid file. I believe we do not want to check if it is a valid file. But let's check if it will work as it is now. Oh, work it. No. Fuck. Not work it. Oh, damn, not work it. Trusted. F. Move, shut your move. F. OS path join. Where? Trusted. F. For F in your OS list dir. If or AppK if or APK ends with APK true. Suspect or suspect. Let's see the chat. Let's see Discord. Fine. Should you move? F. OS path join trusted F. For each file in your OS list dir. Trusted for F list stuff in OS list dir if F and with APK. Okay. It's for work. It's not wrong. But it's not moving. Strange. Oh, file exists trusted. Yeah, fuck. Exists. This is not a problem, bro. So dumb. What the fuck is happening here with my mind? Basically, guys, the exception here is because the folder exists. Fine. Fix it. Perfect. So we fixed this topic as well. Fine. So now we want to do something different here. We want to extract the metadata from our APKs, but first let's test. We have the trusted samples, we have the sample, the malware APKs. This is from Google. We can delete it because Google sucks. But we have the malware APKs and trusted. Let's continue as well. Not break more. Fuck, the break is so dumb. Okay. Yeah. We want some way to have access to all Android permissions, maybe. So why we want this? I will explain. Let's move the overfit as well. Fuck Figma, I hate you. No, fuck. We went to the permissions list. All the permissions for Android. What I am planning to create our data set here is basically like this. We'll create a frame. So for each APK is it a malware or is it a trusted APK? We have a lines here. We will have a lines. And for each line, we will have 4 columns here. And a verdict. This will be our verdict. Fuck. No, cancel. Okay. We have a verdict, as you can see. And basically, each point of this will be a permission from Android. And for each line, for example, we have a line, and this line is a sample. We'll have 0 or 1. Into machine learning, guys, this is called binarization, okay? You can Google it. Let's Google it. Let's Google it. Okay, fine. Let's take a look here. This is called binarization as color. Okay. This is called binarization. It's basic using only elements as 0 and 1s. Why? Because it's more easy to train or machine learning algorithm to detect malware later. Because if we try to use randomic values, or we'll have a problem because we want to normalize this data, and normalizing data is really pain. So this is my decision to use binarization data, but we'll have the permissions here. So this is the permissions. Fuck here. We'll have the permissions. The verdict, if it is a malware or not, and the permission in each columns setting it is 1 if it has the permission, or 0 if it do not has the permissions. So if you guys got it, I hope yes. We will have something like, if we provide some sample to test it, like a trusted one. Let's suppose I use the Twitch APK, maybe. Twitch is trusted, right? So, or machine learning algorithm or neural network needs to be confident to, based on the training data. So this is our training data or data set. Let's point here. To learn what is the difference between a trusted application and a non-trusted application, basically. So if we provide Twitch, we already know that it is wanted to be trusted. Fine, no problem. But if we input some malware here, the algorithm needs to be smart enough to determine and classify it as a malware. This is possible. Why? This is possible because the permission can create some standard or pattern to determine if it is a malware. Malwares in Android use some determined permissions that is standard. Fine, right? Trusted applications usually do not use it or use only combination of these permissions. For example, you download from Google Play some application to automatize things, or auto-click application. This is trusted, right? But this uses a permission that is can be used for a malware itself because it control your touch screen. Fine. But malwares have a combination of permissions that trust application will not have, like wake up permissions. Strange, right? So our machine learning wants to learn this thing to be able to classify this malware. But you can ask me, like, is it smart enough to use permissions, only permissions? Why do not take other informations from APKs? Basically, I'm lazy. I want to do something more easy for me in live stream, so I choose using permissions, but you can use a lot of informations to do this. And the detection mechanisms, mainly on Android malware or ADRs as well, use heuristics to determine this thing. So basically, not just going too deeper on this point, we can bring something for Windows as well to understand how EDRs like CodeStrike or Sentinel-1 using artificial intelligence to detect malwares. But it's not the case now. We have some features. This is called the feature. My feature to train is the permission. So when you hear this thing in artificial intelligence like feature, this is the parameters that you are using to train your model, right? You got it? When you hear feature in machine learning, is basic. Think into our live stream like, oh, we have the permissions as columns and a verdict in the end. The permissions itself in each column is called a feature. Fine? So into this model, we will have only a feature, and this feature will be only the permissions. It's not the best. It's easy for me to explain how it works in live stream, but yeah, for sure, you're right, Toko. Permission is one of the most simple but useful. We have explained earlier this, like, let's take the example of some application called it is trust, okay? So let's imagine that our user downloaded this application from Google Play. Fuck, what I'm doing, fuck. Now fix it. Let's imagine our user has downloaded this file from Google Play and it is trusted, but this is an autoclick.apk. Fine. Wow, strange, right? This using a permission that malware uses as well, like the permission to simulate clicks into your screen. Fine. But what differs this autoclick in this model from a malware itself is basically that we have another features, like a malware probably have a wake up to be able to stay running all the time, and as well the permission to click in the screen. But autoclick do not want this thing. You got it now? Fine. So let's begin. First, we want some permissions to a permission list, okay? Let's do this. Drink water. So cold, really cold. Ooh, so cold today, guys, sorry. It's really cold here. Basically, let's think. Oh yeah. All Android permissions.txt. Fine. A guy really don't is for us, But you can also find this here into this website from manifest permission from Android developers. This guy already done this for us, so he extracted all the permissions here and created a cool updated 3 weeks ago. Thank you for you, guy. I don't know who are you, but thank you. With all the permissions that will be our features. You got it? But you can as well take it from here, okay? We will do not do that because we already have everything here. Fine, let's check the chat. Fine, there's nothing here. Ooh, so cold. Guys, I'm not kidding with you guys. You're so cold today. I am suffering with this cold. Oh my goodness. So fine. Let's take this URL. I will download what? I will make a get to the GitHub gist and take all the permissions here, okay? Celsius. Ah, man. We will not use Celsius in this case. We will use MPL classifier, you know? So let's take this private window to show you. MLP classifier is what we use to create our neural network. Basically, these do not use Celsius. We use only the iterations value and the layers. Layers is basically the neurons from our network. So in this case, if you use something like key neighborhoods that works with a neighborhood system like it plottings in a graphic, and you can classify based on your neighborhoods, like into each sample is plotted from our test sample, and check if the plotted sample is more into a malware or into a trusted part of our Cartesian plan. I can explain it for you guys into the next live stream, okay? But take in mind we're using this into the live stream. We can test another models as well and explain this plotting in a graphic, understand how this works under the hood, okay? But in this case, we will not work with Celsius, okay? But the most approximate with that maybe is the learning rate. Just it. Ooh, so cold. So now if we really know this, let's take this URL that we use it. Let's see the chat. And let's get all the permissions. There's no secret here, guys. I use requests as well. And generate all permissions. To generate all permissions, let's think what we can use to make it better. Like we are working with the permissions list now, maybe we can create a global array that we can use to another part of our training, maybe. So let's create a permission list like this, return this permission. Bro, so cold here. It's cold in your town now, guys. In your country, your city is cold. because here it's so cold. I cannot. Maybe it's like 5 degrees, I don't know. Ooh. So, okay. We got response, no problem, and the request dot request dot get, no secret here from the permissions. And fine. Print response. And let's call this method for sure. Store it is for all permissions. Fine. Guys, you can see how smart the Google autocomplete is. It's crazy. Fuck, dump again. It's like a text. Fine. So we have all the permissions here, okay? Wow. Let's split it as lines, okay? To split it as lines, we can broke maybe, if you see, our text has broken line automatically. It is not altogether into a line. It is indicate that he has a new line terminator, so we can use it to split, okay? So use it as a criteria to split. Google really got it as well. Wow. Cool, Google. Really cool. So, fine. Let's see. Fine. Let's print our permissions. Fine. All permissions is fine. Now we got all the permissions that we want for our list. Now it's time for processing data, right? We want to create our data set for training. But to fit our data set, I'm thinking here it is better we create a class to fit all the samples you got. Got it? CD scored. So let's create a class for fit and storing our samples to be able to convert this class as a data set, data frame, okay? Oh my god. Data set slash data frame. Fine. So we got these things to have the permission list, and now it's time to work in your class that will fit there. Samples, class sample, that will be your model for our, that's it. Yep, I'm creating a neural networking to detect malwares in Android. This is a dumb way to do this, but yeah, this is a machine learning algorithm to detect malwares in Android based on the permissions. So, fine. Let's create this class. And I hope, guys, this can be your last thing of this stream, you know? And the next stream we will do the parsing with Android and everything else. We can determine it after I creating this class. This class is quite simple. There's no difficulty on it. It's really easy to create. It will be a model maybe like I will create like a model class. In this class we'll call it sample. Or initializer will be a path label. No, will be the permissions of the sample is the only thing we want, and a verdict of the sample. Let's create some. Oh, fine. Thank you, Google. And let's create some getters here. Oh, this is wrong. Let's create in the standard, and that is get permissions. Fine. And that get verdict. Fine. So you guys got the idea. What? What is this guy? What the fuck, Google? Where did this come from? Interesting project. Wake lock detection using MLP, but is MLP. He got? What? No, it's using neural network. It's not neural networks. It's using cars. What the fuck? Oh, this is good. Really cool. But is Google's for our vision, this guy created a class, the same class as me. Bro, how coincident is that? How coincident is that? What the fuck? What is the diagram? Oh, okay, fine. What is the analysis? It's cool. But it's not this we are looking for. So I create a class here for a sample to receive a permissions. Like I said early. Let's create here. You can mentalize a little how we will fill this data, right? So we have columns that our feature will be only the permissions itself and have a verdict. This last one is the verdict. And the permissions here. From here, no, here to here, permissions. And the lines. So basically, our model or class model are taking the permission. So we will extract from each APK, from each model, from each trusted sample, all the permissions and the verdict. So we already have the verdict. We already know that all trusted APKs are trusted, and we already know that all the malware APKs are malware for sure. So extracting these two informations, we can just create our data frame or data set in this case, converting each class and each line to fill and map all the columns. The columns will be all the permissions that we found early, Googling it. So all the possible Android permissions. And the verdict will be the last one. So creating a class here, we can map each one by one, binarize the data to be able to have our data set. Fine? Basically this. So I believe for this stream, this is good for today, right? The next one, I have a plan for us to create, to continuing for sure. And then into the next live stream we will be, let's create next one. Into the next one we will create a structure, so permissions structure. We will map these permissions into our data frame with a verdict. So after that, we can just have a 101 for machine learning. Do you guys want that? To understand how to use this, okay, into malware analysis, because the original machine learning sucks, and if we think about machine learning for malware detection is complete opposite, and you want to correlate your knowledge from malwares and reverse engineering as well, and the operational system as well, with machine learning aspects and concepts. Then we will have a good enough algorithm. You can, to be able to construct algorithms that have sense. So we have a machine learning 101, fine. After this data frame will be created, and then after this we will create finally our neural network. We will train and create our neural network. Fine. And after training your neural network, we expect to get like 7% of accuracy. Do you think that is possible? That if 7% of our samples submitted to our machine learning algorithm returns the correct thing, we will discover it, if it is possible or not. Maybe if we train 50 by 50 like we planned initially, we will overfit. Okay, we will not have problems with overfit. Okay, we will understand what is overfit when we see this topic of machine learning 101, but not this time, not in this live stream. So how is that? We can get 70% of the score accuracy for machine learning is good enough for 100 samples. Okay, remember this is only for 100 samples we are using to train this data. 7%, cool enough, right? In theory, if we expand this, like adding more features maybe, but adding more samples to our database, like 9K or 90,000 samples, our accuracy can be like 8%. Fine. So 8% of the samples that we input in our neural network, it will guess correctly if it is a malware or not. Interesting, right? So this is the plans for the next live stream. For now, I believe that, guys. There are no more things for today. Thank you guys for watching this live stream, and see you in the next one.